Tuskegee winners over the weekend over the Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State at Abbott Memorial Stadium 38-24. And they take their consecutive wins to 4 in a row and take their mark overall to now 4-3 and 4-1 in SIAC play. Glad you could join us. We're live from Vibes Restaurant here in Tuskegee, Alabama, and it's the Aaron James Coaches Show. And Coach James joins us now. Coach, congratulations on the win on Saturday.
Thank you. It feels good.
A ball game that on the schedule, a team that coming into it, thinking obviously we have better numbers than them. It's a team that we should beat, and your team went out and did exactly that. Played a pretty good football game on Saturday.
Yeah, they did. They came out. We stayed the course. We preach that all the time. The guys came out with energy, high energy. Offense came out rolling first drive. So we just made sure that we made sure that we took control of what we was able to take control of, and it showed in the first half.
It was Military Appreciation Day and open house at Tuskegee University, so a very diverse crowd for that ball game on Saturday. Had the flyover just before the ball game, really set the stage for an exciting day of football.
Yeah, it did. We looked up and we saw the planes flying over with the smoke streams behind it. They gave up a lot of energy, just knowing about the history of the Tuskegee University with the airmen and everything. But like I say, it was Military Appreciation Day, and the guys they built up their energy, and we just showed up.
What was the strategy coming into that ball game against the Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State?
Just to play our style of foul. Just play Tuskegee football. Eliminate the turnovers and just get off the field defense. So offense came out rolling, and we put the ball in the box like we're supposed to be doing. So my hat's off to the whole coaching staff. They do a hell of a job week in and week out with those guys, and I just can't thank them enough of the opportunities, and the support that they give us.
Winning that ball game kind of keeps us right there in the middle now, up the upper echelons in the SIAC as we start talking about the two teams that are going to actually play for the championship later on in this season. So it was a critical win to stay in that fray for it. And let's talk about the SIAC overall this past weekend. It kind of put us in a good, solid position just to see what happens with some other teams.
Well, for us, we don't look outside the box. We stay inside the box, and it's one game at a time for us. So whatever the other opportunity, the other teams do, that's what they do. We just got to stay the course, and it's one game at a time. And we just got to win out, and then we got a mission, one mission, one goal, and that's to win the SIAC championship at the end of the season.
Well, it was a great performance on offense, defense, and special teams. We're going to talk about all of that after this time out on the Golden Tiger Sports Network and the Aaron James Coaches Show. Back after this.
Us versus them, survival. We must win, it's tribal. My team like Ken, by any means necessary. One head to head with adversaries. Nothing is given, so we gotta take.
Willie Streeter here, owner of Vibes Restaurant and Lounge in Tuskegee, Alabama. Also the host of the Aaron James Coaches Show. And this is the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Staying up to date on all recommended vaccines is one of the safest preventative care measures available to protect you and your family from disease. Many children and adults that delayed vaccination during the pandemic are still behind schedule. It is crucial that we take steps to get everyone back on track with their routine immunizations. Tuskegee fans, let's all do our part to get back on track. Protect yourself and others by making sure you are up to date on all recommended vaccines, including respiratory virus vaccines. Don't wait. Vaccinate. For more information, visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM.
I love the lake. It's like one of the few places I can just let go and be myself. I really love it here.
Back live at Vibes Restaurant here in Tuskegee, Alabama. Aaron James Coaches Show. Thanks to the patrons here that are here watching the show and enjoying a good meal. AD Ruffin near the end of the bar. Eat what the AD eats here at Vibes Restaurant. Glad to have him and the rest of the entourage here for the Coaches Show. Coach, the offense put up 36 of the points of the 38 that were scored on Saturday. Just a blistering attack. Had 380 total yards in that ball game. They actually outgained us in terms of total yards, but ours was just so special in terms of the opportunities we had to get to that number. Let's talk about the offense for a minute, what you saw in terms of their performance on Saturday.
I was pleased about the offense. The offense came out, like I say, first drive, what we talked about, all season long, we got to be able to score on the first drive when we had the opportunity. So then set the standard. But those guys came out rolling, and they was able to get in the end zone on the first drive.
Yeah, a 3-play, 90-yard drive to start things off kind of culminated with the combination that we are becoming a lot more comfortable with as this season unfolds, as you take a look at that touchdown pass from Beckford, or from Bill to Beckford, to get things going here for Tuskegee against the Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State after that 90-yard drive overall culminated with that great pass and run by Beckford.
Yeah, Bill, he sat in the pocket and delivered a good strike across the middle of the field. Beckford had a little bang-aid across he read the safety. Safety came down, and Bill was able to deliver the ball through, and Beckford just used the speed and ran away from the defender and just striked up the band on the first drive.
Yeah, Quavon seems to really have that ability to just hit that extra gear, particularly after he catches a football.
Yes, he does. He's an amazing young man. His skill talent is amazing. So his speed is off the chart. So and here's the second one when you're looking at it now. Almost similar to the same play, but a little pressure from Bill on the backside of the formation, and he was able to deliver the ball. And Beckford uses athletic ability to go up and get the ball at his highest point.
Perfect strike there by Bill on that passing route. And you see at the top end of the screen with a good cut there by Beckford to get into the end zone, and a great grab going up for that one.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and like I say, he uses athletic ability. He's explosive. He can probably his vertical is probably like a 30 or 40-inch vertical. I seen him the other day. He did a standing backflip, and I mean, he was like standing. His feet was over like 6 feet.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so he's
a
explosive young man.
And that play, of course, culminated that 77-play, 75-yard drive with that touchdown pass. Again, that duo connecting early in this football game. That was in that first quarter. Now, of course, the Thoroughbreds, they came back and scored, but shortly after they did that, we went right back to work offensively.
Yeah, we did. We came out with a Wildcat set, and Rolando Spivey, he came in and just followed his blocks off the edge, to the left side of the ball, and was able to get in the end zone. So amazing young man. And like I said, we running back by committee. Anywhere those guys get in, we just know that we're going to get 4 yards or plus.
Indeed, on that play, as we took another look at it, just the blocking from the wideouts on that side and the pulling of the guard out of that offset there really opened it up. It looked like it was designed to kind of go inside, but Spivey saw what was developing and took it to the outside for a touchdown.
Yeah, he was patient enough to make sure that his blockers come around and set it up, and he just exploded off the left side of the formation and got in the end zone. So, like I said, that room there, the running back room, anywhere those guys touch the ball, we looking for 4 yards or plus. So my hat's off to those guys in that room and to the offensive side of the ball as well.
Talk about Bill in that first overall in the football game. His best performance thus far, throwing for 253 yards in the air and the 2 touchdowns, both to Beckford. But that running back crew, as you talk about, Spivey, 9 carries, 52 yards in the ball game. Leverett, 7 carries for 63, and Sellers capping a run off with a touchdown. So that running back committee is seemingly getting the work done for the Golden Tigers.
Yes, it is. And Johnny Morris wasn't able to go this week. We was able to get Zena Marble back. He came back in and gave us some touches as well. So those guys they lean off each other. Any one of those guys in, the other guys are not bitter about not playing on that down, but they have each other back. And like I said, that room is a unit. That group is a unit. So they're the 5 of the 6 horsemen of the offense. So we lean on those guys to make sure that we able to get control of the game. And it's all about we got to establish the run game at first. So everything else will follow from behind it.
Talk a little bit more about Bill as we getting to the end of the offensive segment of our show here, but he's really coming on in terms of his statistical standings for the Golden Tigers. Fourth in Division II and first in the SIAC in yards per completion at 16 yards, 14th in Division II in pass efficiency, and second in the SIAC with a rank of 162.9. So his numbers are really going north for him. And he's 15th in Division II and second in the SIAC in yards per pass attempt at 9 yards per clip. So he has really settled into that offense. He talked about this before the season started, that he had to earn the confidence of this football team, and he seemingly is doing that.
Yeah, he's doing that. He's a vocal guy. He's a leader. The offense is really rallying behind him, and I always tell him after each game, Bill, you left a lot of yards out there on the field. So he missed some throws, but he's becoming to be a real true quarterback in this league, and his upside is just on the rise.
And that combination between Bill and Beckford really shining. Beckford with the 2 catches for touchdowns last week and 3 catches overall for 125 yards. That's good for third in Division II and first in the SIAC per reception at a whopping 24 yards plus per gain on the pass receiver.
Yes, that is big time. That's big time league football. Like you say, coming off of last week versus Lane College with 2 touchdowns, and then to come back this weekend versus Kentucky State with 2 touchdowns. I mean, that 1-2 duo is I mean, they're figuring it out. And but their receiver room, any one of those guys could be able to step up and get the ball. So it was just Beckford's day. It was his day. He was able to come out and just play lights out.
Offensively, Golden Tigers really a great performance on Saturday. We'll step out for a timeout and turn our attention to the Golden Tiger defense after this break on the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Fans, mark your calendars for a monumental event. Tuskegee University will celebrate the 100th homecoming this year on November 9th, 2024. Join us on Saturday inside Abbott Memorial Alumni Stadium as the Golden Tigers take on the Miles Golden Bears with kickoff set for a 1 p.m. start time. Be sure to come out early, wear your crimson and gold, and help us make this homecoming one for the history books. We'll see you there. For more information on Tuskegee University athletics, follow us on all of our social media pages on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Search MyTU Athletics on the social platforms for all of your up-to-the-minute information on Golden Tiger Athletics. Also, visit GoldenTigerSports.com, the official athletics website of Tuskegee University.
Hey, are you fixing the power?
Yep, I'm gonna get the lights back on.
Yeah, my power went out and I have to start level 14 all over again in our game. Yeah, why didn't mine go out?
Well, we have this technology that can stop an outage in its tracks.
Why?
So less people will be affected during the outage.
Why?
So you can make the level 15?
Come on, Brian. Let's go to your house and keep playing.
Good luck, guys.
Attention fans, be a part of history by placing an advertisement in the Tuskegee Football 100th Homecoming Game Program. Whether it's a business card size, 3.5 by 2, quarter page, half page, or full page ad, you can showcase your support for our Golden Tigers. Prices start at just $100. For more information, scan the QR code on the screen or visit GoldenTigerSports.com. Don't miss out on this special opportunity to celebrate Tuskegee's 100th homecoming.
We're back live at Vibes Restaurant. Looking to my left, head coach for Tuskegee basketball, Benji Taylor. He and his wife here, always here on Monday nights. Good to see you all over there. Talk a little bit about Tuskegee basketball before we get back with Coach James. Preseason rankings coming out earlier today. Both the men and women in terms of Tuskegee basketball ranked are predicted to finish second in conference play. And for the men, Kasami Draper picked second team All-SIAC. And on the women's side, Brittany Boland, she was picked first team SIAC as well. As it relates to men's basketball, you want to be here on the Tuskegee campus on Thursday at 11 a.m. for a pep rally that's going to take place. And during that pep rally, there'll be a big announcement about Tuskegee men's basketball. So make sure you stay tuned. We'll have that coverage of the press conference or the pep rally on the Golden Tiger Sports Network on Thursday at 11 o'clock. So make sure you join us if you can't be here in person. Coach, your team defensively had a record broken this weekend in terms of the continuation of no scoring on that defense in the second half with that late score by the Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State, but still an outstanding performance by that Golden Tiger defense. 2 defensive stands that really stood out in this contest for that defense on 4th down.
Yeah, it did. The defense, they've been playing good ball all season. And like you stated, that they gave up a touchdown at the end of the game, towards the end of the game, and that's pretty much a little bit on my end, my fault. I was we was in field goal position, field goal range, and the offensive coordinator wanted to try to play aggressive, but I wasn't able to put the brakes on them at a fast start. But we ended up fumbling the ball as well, Then they ended up getting capitalizing off of that turnover. So, but like I said, they've been playing lights out all week, all year, all season. So, my hats off to that side of the ball as well.
Standing out for the Golden Tiger defense, linebacker Charles Davis just had a phenomenal game with 13 tackles. We're talking a little bit about that when we went into the break. One of the reasons that he got so many tackles in this ball game was because of the offense of the Thoroughbreds.
Yeah, the style of offense they was running, they was trying to throw little bubbles and little hitch routes and everything. And Charles Davis was doing an excellent job of going out and making the tackles on the guys. And then we was able to stop him on the run game as well. So he's the Mike backer. He plugs the holes and everything. So they was trying to protect the box, but he was able to go ahead and get the running back on the ground and the quarterback as well. So he played a good game with 13 total tackles.
Of course, we can't really get out of the segment of talking about Saturday's defensive performance without talking about that pick or that fumble recovery.
Yes.
It looked like it could have been a pick as well, but Kwan Kimber with that 93-yard return for a touchdown defensively.
Yeah, like I said, he see ball, he get ball. I mean, I've been saying that all week. So he was able to, the running back, the quarterback was trying to run a zone read, and he was able to, he tried to pull it, and it got away from him. The running back tried to take it as well. So the ball popped up, and Kwan Kimber was there with a loaf of bread in his hand, and he was able to stumble and got his feet back on it, up under him, and he ran the ball all the way down to the end zone. So
yeah,
that was an excellent play for a good momentum of the ball game as well.
That was one of the things we noticed, that he was able to keep his balance on that play after he stumbled on the return and then able to go in for that touchdown. Big gave the defense another big lift, that big play downfield.
Yes, it did. It did. And like I said, those guys been playing good all season long. Like you say, we stopped them on 4th down twice and on the goal line trying to go in. So being but don't break defense, and we've been preaching that all year.
Indeed, those big stops, as you referenced, inside the red zone, and the stops are just so huge. Particularly that last one when Michael King able to come around the corner and stop the running back before he was able to get positive yards. Only had to get about a half yard for the touchdown.
Exactly. He did. He came around. He saw the play before it happened, and the receiver ended up trying to run a little screen route, and he was right there in his hip pocket and just made a tackle, amazing tackle. So his instinct took over on that series.
Talk a little about this defense statistically, because I don't want to get out of this segment without doing it, because they are really deserving of accolades for what they're doing defensively. Ranked 3rd in Division II and 1st in the SIAC and 4th down defense. We're just talking about that at a less than a full percentage on that in terms of the work there at .11. 2nd in the SIAC in defensive touchdowns, 12th in Division II, and 1st in the SIAC in red zone defense at 64% work defensively. And that's a really nice number for a defense, for a team inside the red zone.
Yes, it is. We just gotta harp on the passing. We able to stop the run, and we just got to make sure that we have a balanced defense. So, but like I said, that side of the ball, the defensive staff is doing a good job of making sure that the guys are in place week in and week out, and just understanding what's going on when we come to the game on Saturday. So those guys, they have high energy throughout the week, through practice, and it carries over into the game. Like I preach all week to the guys. What we do in practice, make sure everything carry over into the game. We have a slow or a sluggish practice. We're gonna have to pick that up and make sure that the next day we'll have a better practice as well. So those guys are buying in and understanding that, it's one game at a time, and we still got an end goal. So that end goal is to win the SIAC championship.
Well, you made a reference to concern about the secondary because for the Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State, they had a total of 465 yards total offense.
Yes.
400 of that coming through the air and only 65 on the ground. What can you teach or at this stage to try to turn to make sure that that's not a continuing type progression for the secondary?
We just got to make sure that we're in the right place. Our eyes are good and not looking at smoke screens. That's it. We just got to make sure that our eyes are good and playing good technique. That's all it boils down to. Just making sure that we understand what they're trying to do to us and just make sure that we're in the right position and right play to make a play.
Defensive work for the Golden Tigers enabled them to get that touchdown and the big two stops to really make this score the 38-24 win for the Golden Tigers. Take a break here and we'll talk special teams after this with head coach Aaron James. On the Aaron James Coaches Show, we're live from Bob's Restaurant in Tuskegee, Alabama. Stay with us on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Fans, join the Tuskegee University Athletic Department as they host the Golden Athletic Celebration, a special event in honor of the university's centennial homecoming. The celebration will take place on November 8th, 2024, from 8 p.m. to midnight at the Renaissance Hotel in Montgomery. As part of the historic 100th homecoming, the Golden Athletic Celebration promises to be an unforgettable evening, featuring a live band, DJ, complimentary food, exciting giveaways, door prizes, and an open cash bar. The event will bring together alumni, fans, athletes, and supporters of Tuskegee's rich athletic legacy for a night of entertainment and celebration. Tickets for the celebration are priced at $135 and can be purchased through Tuskegee University Athletics Department website or by scanning the QR code on screen. Join us for a night to remember as we celebrate Tuskegee's athletic heritage and 100 years of excellence. Golden Tiger fans, individual game tickets for the 2024 football season are currently on sale and can be purchased by visiting GoldenTigerSports.com or by calling 334-727-8594 or 334-724-4385. Staying up to date on all recommended vaccines is one of the safest preventative care measures available to protect you and your family from disease. Many children and adults that delayed vaccination during the pandemic are still behind schedule. It is crucial that we take steps to get everyone back on track with their routine immunizations. Tuskegee fans, let's all do our part to get back on track. Protect yourself and others by making sure you are up to date on all recommended vaccines, including respiratory virus vaccines. Don't wait. Vaccinate. For more information, visit alabamapublichealth.gov/I.
Shout out to Willie Streeter and the whole team here at Vibes Restaurant for hosting the Aaron James Coaches Show. That's every Monday night here during the football season. Start at 6 o'clock. And so glad that they are part of our team and allowing us to be here for the show. Coach, you talk about a show. We saw one on Saturday as it relates to special teams. Larkin Ryan's perfect on PATs, had another long field goal of 43 yards away. I know that's just a big comfort factor for you and the rest of the coaching staff to have him and that special teams unit.
Yes, it's always good when you know you can get yourself in position of either kick an extra point or a field goal. When he's able to get in his range, we already know in Ryan we trust. In Larkin we trust.
Indeed.
In Larkin we trust. So he's coming to himself and just punting the ball as well. He's doing the punt and the kickoff. So kickoff, field goals, and everything all around. So he's a special young man to have.
Indeed, averaged 38 yards per punt on Saturday, his highest average per game this season, and really came through in some clutch situations to stabilize and not letting them be able to flip the field on us.
Yeah, it's like what we preach all week. It's all about field position. If we're able to flip the field and punting and everything and the kickoff, and he was able to kick some off the end zone as well on kickoff. So it's all about field position. We're able to put those guys in a situation where they got to drive all the way down to score, or we get in a situation where we have a short field to end up making, get some points out of that drive as well. So, like I said, it's stated, it's all about field position.
And Larkin We Trust, ranked 8th in Division II and 1st in the SIAC with punts per game at 1 point, or field goals per game at 1.4. Also ranked 36th in the country and 2nd in the SIAC in field goal percentage at 71%, numbers you can really rely on. But also as it relates to special teams, getting some good work in terms of pursuing any field goal attempts by the opposition. Got a couple of blocks. Michael King really leading us with those 2 that he's had already.
Yes, he is. We went back-to-back games that we didn't have a field goal, PAT blockable field goal. But like I say, that pressure, knowing that those guys are coming after the field goal, put pressure on the field goal kicker. And sometimes they shank it or they wide right, wide left, and all of that. But with them seeing it on film and knowing that we are able to get to the football, it put a lot of pressure on them. And like I say, stated, we weren't able to get our paws on the football these past 2 weeks, but it was able to put the pressure on the kicker where he was able to go wide right or wide left in the ball game.
Yeah, don't necessarily have to block it every time. Just that pressure. Yep. Special teams unit 13th in Division II and 4th in the SIAC in block kicks with 4 so far on the season. Take a break here. We'll come back. We'll talk about Central State coming up on the schedule, but before that, when we come back, we'll be joined by the head men's basketball coach here at Tuskegee University, Benji Taylor. That's just ahead on the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Hey, are you fixing the power?
Yep, I'm gonna get the lights back on.
Yeah, my power went out and I have to start level 14 all over again in our game. Yeah, why didn't mine go out?
Well, we have this technology that can stop an outage in its tracks.
Why?
So less people will be affected during the outage.
Why?
So you can make to level 15?
Come on, Brian. Let's go to your house and keep playing.
Good luck, guys.
Versus them, survival. We must win, it's tribal. My team like Ken, by any means necessary. One head to head with adversaries. Nothing is given, so we gotta take.
Well, it's
Do you wanna dance?
Be the you you've always wanted to be. Wind Creek Casino. It's your kind of fabulous.
Fans, mark your calendars for a monumental event. Tuskegee University will celebrate the 100th homecoming this year on November 9th, 2024. Join us on Saturday inside Abbott Memorial Alumni Stadium as the Golden Tigers take on the Miles Golden Bears with kickoff set for a 1 p.m. start time. Be sure to come out early, wear your crimson and gold, and help us make this homecoming one for the history books. We'll see you there.
Back live at Vibes Restaurant, the Aaron James Coaches Show. Normally we're talking football, but now we're going to talk a little basketball. Joined by head coach Benji Taylor, fifth-year head coach of the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. Coach, thanks for taking some time.
It's always a pleasure and honored to be here today.
Preseason rankings coming out earlier today. Your men ranked second, predicted to finish second in the conference. And Kasami Draper, with such a fine job of work last year for us, named to the second team all-conference team. Your thoughts about preseason and getting geared up for the season, that prediction of finishing second, how does that square with you?
Well, we hope we don't finish second, but those rankings are a little skewed from year to year because our league has gotten really, really good, really talented, really older. So it was good to be picked second. I'm not sure where we're going to fall, but I really like my team. DeAnthony Pennington's healthy this year. You know, he kept splitting his hand open last year, shooting hand, and KD had a great year. A lot of people don't notice he led us in scoring. You know, as a sophomore. So he's been working hard, and we got some good pieces. We got last year we had no seniors, and this year we have 5 seniors. So we got a pretty mature group, and they're working really hard. And we're excited about where we are, and the SIAC is a gauntlet in men's basketball, so we're going to have to play well. We're going to play really well.
Draper named to the second team all-conference. Right. You talk about Pennington. Any other names you can share with us early on? I know it's preseason. You don't really know what you got with some players until they're out there, but any folks we need to keep an eye on early on?
Yeah, Kevin Seasbury had a great year. He just got hurt. He was ineligible first semester. First game, I think he had 18 points. He got knee in the thigh, and he could never get right the rest of the year. But he's playing really well, and we got some other. We had Noah Goins was sitting out this past year. He's a forward that I recruited out of high school that transferred in. He's really good. We got Trey Crawford is a grad transfer with 2 years of eligibility. We like what he's doing, especially on the defensive end of the floor. And we got Rodney Walker, and then from Johnny Logan, which is a high major Division I JUCO. So he's going to help us at the point. And Julius Culpepper's playing well, and Austin, they both have gotten better. So, like I said, we're a lot deeper this year, and we can play small, big, and we're looking to see a lot of success.
On Thursday, it's a big day for men's basketball at Tuskegee. We have a pep rally scheduled at Chappie James at 11. We'll be there with the coverage on the Golden Tiger Sports Network. Also, a big announcement there on Thursday. We're not going to give it away here.
I don't know what it is. Do you know? They just told me to be there. I don't know what's going on.
AD told me not to say a thing.
I don't even like surprises. But they told me to be there, so I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna do my job. But I don't have any idea what's going on. But I'll be there, and Mother Tuskegee continues to excel in a lot of areas, and whatever's going to happen, we're excited to be a part of it, and just be there, and shout out to AD Ruffin for all the hard work he does behind the scenes to make things like this possible.
So we'll all be there on Thursday, and we'll get a chance to talk to you on Thursday after you understand and find out what the surprise is.
Right. Hey, where's everybody? We got to get some people in here to eat, man. And Twin back there making all the drinks, and CJ and Ray, and we got to. Yeah, what's up, Ray? Got to shout out to Ray, CJ.
There you go.
Well, the catfish is going crazy right now. My wife just had the steak. So it's unbelievable. So, man, get out the house, man.
Sure. There you go.
Get out the house, get on down here, man. Watch a little Monday Night Football out back. And come on down and support Aaron James. 4 in a row. I just had to touch him in the parking lot.
Oh, sure. Get some of that, right?
I said, man, let me just shake your hand. I need some of that. 4 in a row in football is like 12 in a row in basketball.
The basketball year, so that's good stuff.
So I had to touch him. So
we know it'll carry it over. It'll carry over for sure.
Yeah.
Benji Taylor, head coach of the men's basketball program here at Tuskegee. Thanks, Coach, for joining us. We'll see you on Thursday.
See you on Thursday. Okay. Always a pleasure, Charles.
Take a break here on the Golden Tiger Sports Network. Back with Coach Aaron James after the timeout.
Fans, join the Tuskegee University Athletic Department as they host the Golden Athletic Celebration, a special event in honor of the university's centennial homecoming. The celebration will take place on November 8th, 2024, from 8 p.m. to midnight at the Renaissance Hotel in Montgomery. As part of the historic 100th homecoming, the Golden Athletic Celebration promises to be an unforgettable evening, featuring a live band, DJ, complimentary food, exciting giveaways, door prizes, and an open cash bar. The event will bring together alumni, fans, athletes, and supporters of Tuskegee's rich athletic legacy for a night of entertainment and celebration. Tickets for the celebration are priced at $135 and can be purchased through Tuskegee University Athletics Department website or by scanning the QR code on screen. Join us for a night to remember as we celebrate Tuskegee's athletic heritage and 100 years of excellence.
I love the lake. It's like one of the few places I can just let go and be myself. I really love it here.
For more information information on Tuskegee University athletics. Follow us on all of our social media pages on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Search MyTU Athletics on the social platforms for all of your up-to-the-minute information on Golden Tiger Athletics. Also, visit GoldenTigerSports.com, the official athletics website of Tuskegee University.
Final segment here at Vibes Restaurant on this Monday night as the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee get set to set their sights on the Marauders of Central State. They will be on the road in Wilberforce, Ohio on Saturday. We'll have the coverage for you here on the Golden Tigers Sports Network. That's video as well as audio coverage of that football game, so make your plans to join us. 1 o'clock start, and that will be on the air about 30 minutes before with the Booster Displays pregame show. And then the Thoroughbreds, or the Golden Tigers, will meet the Marauders of Central State. And coaches, we take a look at this team as a team, and series-wise, kind of commanding that with 9-1-0 against them overall. Last year, able to defeat them 27-21, a very close ball game. What do you expect to see from the Marauders? They're awfully tough to beat at home.
Yeah, Coach Porter, he doing a good job with those guys. You can see some of the games that they lost. It was like 7 points here, 6 points there, 3 points. So you can tell that those guys are trying to move in the right direction. And it's week in and week out in this conference. I mean, everybody got to come out and just play ball. It's no stepovers, no sleepovers like you was able to do back in the days, that thing. So we're gonna have to come out and just play some good ball. I mean, it's gonna be a long bus ride, and we just got to get off the bus and go out and play our style of ball.
They'll come in that ball game at 1-5 overall, and they certainly know that there's an opportunity to play spoiler here against the Golden Tigers if they can win at home. What's going to be the key for the Golden Tigers early on to ensure that the rhythm is there to kind of quash them at home early on?
We got to start fast. I mean, if it's going to be defense on the field, which is we win a coin toss, that's what I want to have on the field. Defense got to set the standard and set the tone. We just got to get 1, 2, 3 and off, and then offense got to come out and just score the ball on the first drive again. So we just got to be consistent on both sides of the ball and just make sure that we eliminate the turnovers and not give up the big plays. And I think we'll be able to do that. And those guys just got to make sure that they focus, and they will be.
You make an interesting point as we close out here. This past Saturday, the coin toss went in our favor. We had the offense out there first.
Yes, exactly.
What was the thinking behind that one?
No, I'm still the defense. So still want the defense to go out and set the tone. But it doesn't matter. I mean, it's the luck of the draw with the coin toss. If the offense get it again, they know their mindset. They got to go down and score, and that's what we want, and that's what we're gonna be focusing on all week.
Marauders of Central State coming up on Saturday. Golden Tigers trying to push their consecutive win mark to 5 in a row. See if they'll be able to do that in Wilberforce on Saturday on the Golden Tigers Sports Network. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Well, thanks for having me.
We'll see you back here on Monday night after win number 5 in a row.
One at a time.
There we go. Head Coach Aaron James, so glad you could join us on the Golden Tigers Sports Network. And a hand to everybody here as a part of the audience here at Vibes Restaurant. Back here on Monday night with the Aaron James Coaches Show. Until then, Charles Ward, on behalf of everybody here with the Golden Tiger Sports Network, saying thanks so much for joining us. And join us for the pep rally on Thursday at 11 a.m. from Chappie James Arena. See you then.